Welcome back, everybody, to the Airmech Strikedown 1v1 tournament, sponsored by Carbon Games, presented by Grizzly Wing, brought to you by OPTV Live. We are in the quarterfinals, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, the quarterfinals. Every player that has made it this far is guaranteed a prize of some sort. What that prize will be determined based on whether or not they win or lose their best-of-3 series. The quarterfinal starts on Chasm. The loser then gets to pick the subsequent map. And then if we have a Game 3, the loser from Game 2 will be picking Game 3's map. Wow. Right off the bat, unusual change after what I had just said in the last game he played of how typically you never see Kumi in anything but an Osprey. Interestingly enough, he is in a bomber for this match. So completely throwing me in for a loop right now. He loses both of his tanks right off the bat on this initial forward push in. Meanwhile, mrnoone1 still sitting further back, hasn't brought anything up far enough yet. But interesting to see both the fact that Kumi is in a bomber, not an Osprey, and the fact that mrnoone1 was able to be on top of him so quick that he took out those starting Gemini tanks and maybe taking out another one. So before we get too deep into the action here, quick introduction. Oh! Before we get the quick introduction, mrnoone1 with first blood. So there we go, guys. All right, we got a slight downtime. Let's do some quick introductions here. Up in the upper left-hand corner, in the blue, flying around in the Void Striker, is mrnoone1. And his opponent for this match, flying around in the Beta Bomber, on the right-hand side bottom, in green, Thekhumi. We are on Chasm, and there has been a lot of intense action right from the start, which is why I'm just now getting to the introductions. Ooh, that was horrible camera work there. I'm sorry, guys. My mouse kind of slipped on me there. I'll try to make sure to do a little bit better on that in the next one. But yeah, taking a look right here, mrnoone1, huge advantage on the map right now. Completely has the middle outpost without really not as many issues on there. He might be able to hold this if he can keep those units alive that he has over here. If he can keep these units alive over here, while also having these backup units down here, his creeps coming in, and he can deal with this one artillery. This one artillery cannon is his biggest problem right now. Kumi could be in bad shape right off the start, which is really just has to go to the skill level of mrnoone1 himself and how he was able to really find a great opening right from the start. I mean, he came in hard. He is not letting up, and I think the Kumi can really feel the pressure right now. So much so that Kumi is in fact pulling back. Kumi is, at this moment at least, conceding this middle outpost. Meanwhile, at the same time, mrnoone1, oh no, he's just grabbing some creeps for extra fortifications. Okay, I thought maybe he had some sort of push going on down here. Kumi really needs to try to deal with all these units that are sitting right here. If he doesn't, this is going to be bad for him right from the start. Bombs coming in. That is one way to do it right here. He's making some bombing runs. But if he can't do enough damage, those ratchets are just going to heal those units right back up, as you can see. I mean, there was damage, but it's almost completely... Pretty much those bombs are almost a complete waste of investment. There's pretty much nothing left damage out of that group. mrnoone1 with great usage on those ratchets, great spreading them out. Almost took out the jammer, but still stays alive. Now is Sonya down there as well, so that's going to be much, much harder for Kumi to deal with. Very interestingly, in a 1v1 tournament like this, that mrnoone1 decided to bring both a jammer and a Sonya, but it could have worked out to his advantage right there, because Kumi clearly was trying to use that bomber to take out the jammer so his artillery would work. Once that Sonya hit the field, those bombing runs become much less effective. mrnoone1 in a great position right now. Kumi's kind of got his back to the walls right here. mrnoone1 showing us some really amazing gameplay skills right now. Really great organization on his units, great spreading of them as far as the different units he has grouped up together. 7 Longhorns, 8 Seekers, 1 Sonya, 5 Ratchets, 1 Jammer. Great mix of stuff. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if he decides to try to push this out. What are these dots here? Two little tiny Geminis kind of sneaking in from the side here. This should at least provide some sort of distraction for Mr. No One, but that will be about it. Mr. No One is going to push out. He feels the advantage. He knows that he's got it. He's going to push up. Kumi has to respond really quickly to that. And this is what it goes to show, guys, when you really know your units and everything and your confidence on the map. Mr. No One willing to suffer the damage on the base to let this one single Longhorn deal with the two Geminis. So that way, instead, he can actually try to be there to help and support his push. Or even build the generators. Like, he is so concerned about the forward attack that the base damage to him is insignificant. He wants to be able to build more units, get them online, and support the push that he has right here. This is going to be painful. And Kumi dies. Kumi goes down to a Hunter Seeker. This just went from being just painful to possibly being game-winning. This may have been it. If Kumi would have stayed alive, it would have been a painful push, but he might have been able to stop it. The fact that he died, this is probably the game-winning push right here. And that will be a very fast game one of this best-of-3 series if that's the case. Kumi trying to find it. There's no way. There's just too much. The damage is real. The units are here. The hype train is too much. And there we go, guys. As game one ends, Mr. No One will take a 1-0 game advantage. Moving on to game two at match point. So don't go anywhere, everybody. We have game two of this bracket coming up in just a few moments. This has been the Airmech Strikedown 1v1 tournament sponsored by Carbon Games, presented by Grizzly Wing, and brought to you by OP TV Live.